Cool. What's up, Internet? So if you're watching this video right now, you are now a part of the Disc Golf Army, which is what we lovingly call ourselves. We have been playing disc golf for a while. We want to bring you in on the action. My name is Thomas.
I'm Jordyn.
I'm Joseph.
And we just like to get out and play, have some fun with disc golf. Decided to start recording our rounds and things, and we're going to share them with you. So welcome to the Disc Golf Army, and we'll just jump right on into it.
Yeah.
So this is Northview. It's on a church's grounds, not too far from here. We're from Indiana, by the way, not too far. We're all within the Indianapolis area. This first hole here. Ooh.
This is actually the hole 10.
That's right.
We started on the back 9.
I forgot about that.
Because there was a group in front of us.
You put it right there, man.
Yeah, that was my G-Star orc there.
Heck yeah.
So this one's pretty straightforward, obviously. You can kind of see the basket down there, or hopefully you could. It's right there behind that tree that's kind of dead. Not the one that he threw to.
Yeah. Mine was a little left. First throw of the day.
Yep. And this is our buddy Chase.
Yeah, he's going to do a signature forehand here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does, which is fine. I mean, some people are that way. If it works for you, it works for you. And this one,
It just worked for him.
it works for him.
Yeah.
Because he put it right there next to the basket. Yeah.
He does it so effortlessly, too. I don't get it.
And then you got me. No, I did. Joseph with the camera work.
My professional camera work.
We love to have fun. You'll probably hear us making fun of each other quite often. We'll try not to be too mean to the people that aren't here, but I guess it was just Chase this time. But I do a standstill. I want to learn how to do the run-up, but I just haven't been good at it so far. Because... Oh, there I am again. Okay, so I do want to not... always just stand still. I want to get good at the run-up, but that first throw, for some reason on my forearm, I kept turning it over the wrong way, and it just never came back, so I was having that issue a lot this day.
Yeah.
And I've never been great at putts, so... P.S.
Good layup, though.
Thanks. P.S. We're not professionals by any means.
No.
We're just a bunch of friends having fun.
Not at all. As you can see by this putt right here.
I don't even remember this. How bad? Oh, that was all right.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. It's been a while since this round, so I actually didn't remember what happened there.
And there's
I'm
Chase
chasing
in for
right on
birdie.
in it. Man.
Here's my birdie shot here.
Jordyn with another bird.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good
Cashing
one.
it.
That was a good one. Yeah, so Joseph and Jordyn here, they play fairly seriously. I would like to. I want to try to put more time and effort into it this year.
Yeah.
But
I've played in one tournament, and then you've played in what, like 2?
2 or 3? Yeah, I think 3.
They were the trilogy challenges, right?
Yeah,
and then
I
you
played in 3. Yeah.
so this one's another one fairly straightforward. You got a couple trees there at the end, but it's uphill.
Yeah, that one was not a very good throw.
Yeah, Jordyn forgot that one was uphill, so it threw it right into the ground.
That's all right. Chase getting all set up.
I didn't realize how much I rounded either. I rounded pretty bad.
It's good to be able to see how you throw up.
Had a hard time turning over.
That one got out a little to the left, it looked like. Man.
And
That one was a little short.
Yeah.
I was kind of noodle arming the first couple throws.
And this was, at least for me and Jordyn, our first round of the season. I think you had played, what, one more day?
Yeah.
And I hyzered the crap out of that one.
yeah, this is not only my first round of the season, but my first round after having surgery. So
Oh, that's right.
it's kind of crazy.
So what was, like your surgery was in your side?
Yeah, I had heart surgery.
Oh, that's right.
They put in a defibrillator.
Yep.
This is my Iron Man truth here.
And honestly, with this round, you wouldn't even know you'd just gotten out of surgery a few months prior.
Seriously?
I had a pretty good one.
and I'm not entirely sure what
This
I'm
is
doing.
me showing off my vlogging
That's
skills.
what it was.
Yep. You always got to get the you walking shot pointing down straight at the feet. That's what all the pros do.
Yep. And I was super overcompensating, like trying to like really turn that over out of the hand. I just can't Anheuser to save my life.
I just didn't want to.
Yeah, that Chase explaining why he doesn't do that.
Oh, that was amazing. I love watching Chase play.
Mm-hmm.
He brings like a lightness to the group. Like he just doesn't care. Same with Derek, which you'll see in future videos.
So there's several of us that try to get together and play fairly often.
Faked me.
And he faked me out. You faked me out. But yeah, there's several of us, and it's a fun time. And didn't see that tree there, did you?
That's Joe's first strike.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Here's
then
my
the second frustration throw, obviously.
chance for par here.
You hate
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just said that in
I'm
the
pretty
video,
sure I
too.
did. And Chase trying to hit me.
Yeah.
That's okay. I wasn't mad.
And I think this right here, if I remember correctly, was the start of basically just that. Spoiler alert.
Oh no. Makes you feel sad every time it happens too.
Mm-hmm. Although, I have been bringing I brought my basket down to work, and we've been over lunch breaks practice putting. So
Nice.
And yeah, we're gonna be good by the time the summer comes around.
That was your Christmas present, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And that's alright. I got it close. I'm sad though. I think that's what, 3? Throw 3 for me. I'm not even keeping track. Now, at some point, once we get this dialed in a little bit, I'll probably create like some sort of way of tracking on the screen. But it's already a fair amount of effort. I think you did it off camera, so I was calling you on it. So you redid it.
Gotta get all the shots, man. This hole is a fun one. It's the first real kind of gap that you gotta hit.
Yeah, I almost aced this one here.
Yeah, that's right, you did, didn't you?
Yep, dragging along nicely, flashing the chains.
That was close.
Out of all of us, I'd say that Jordyn's definitely the best at getting that Anheuser to come out proper and then come back.
When I first started out, I had a huge S curve, and I'm kind of trying to break out of that because you can't throw an S curve on every shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still shows up once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Chase got it up there pretty far, but I don't know. I think he got to the left of the basket a little bit. Joseph in that brand new Vertigan hoodie, and that just got real high.
You hit that first branch.
Same disc as the first hole, same result, just a little too left.
Funny story about this hole here. Joe was mocking me not to hit the trees, and he hit the tree.
Yeah, those trees have been hit many times by our group of friends. So
There's another where I just, for some reason, couldn't get it to go right instead of left.
yeah, and it's tough too when you're throwing downhill to not throw it right into the ground because you don't want to throw it because if you overcompensate like I did, you go too high. So
You getting up in my... Oh, that's right. You were right up in my grill.
just trying to get that angle, you know,
Yep. Got to get the cinematic shots.
the Joe Mez angle.
And I don't know what that was, but
Just yanked it a little bit.
here's the thing, right? Like, if I want it to go left, it's going to go right. If I want it to go right, it's going to go left, it seems. And I just got to figure it out.
In your defense, this day was outrageously windy. Too.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You can see it in Joseph's hair in a few of the
It was
shots.
really windy.
Probably in my beard.
Yeah.
Just past it. Yeah, I forgot how windy it was.
Yeah, that's why some of our putts were a little tested because we had like a 12-mile-an-hour wind in our faces.
Chase leaving it a little short.
But that sets him up for a good par.
Yeah. I feel like that's most of our. Me just being there for him for the support, you know. I feel like that's most of our group's issue is
That was dangerous, by the way.
is our putting. At least for me, especially. That's definitely the worst part of my game. As I'm sure you're about to see again, if I remember correctly.
Faked me out again, man. I think you did that one on
I
purpose.
think you get the cage on this one again.
Nope,
No,
you
I
made
made
it.
it.
Good
Yep.
job. Good job. Here, have the camera. Okay. Man, I was so far away.
Yeah, that's the safe par, right?
Uh-huh. And I just tried. I tried to lay it up. I didn't even get nearly as close as I wanted to. That was me
the
throwing
second
another one.
frustration throw. You gotta love to
Uh-huh.
see those.
I zoomed over and I got it right on you.
Goofing, clowning, and then
Oh,
I missed again.
yeah.
I was so sad.
I don't know what I was doing with the camera right there.
Didn't you have like a crazy putt you made that day though? Like
Man,
super
I
long.
don't know.
I thought you did.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't remember. This has been like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
By the
It's
way.
kind of awesome though, because then I actually don't really remember what happened on some of these.
Now this one you can see kind of. No, you can't. It's behind that middle. So you go through those two trees and then around the other tree. He decided to try to go over them.
Yeah. I
It's
usually
kinda
throw
what
my thumber over the trees on this hole.
Yeah.
And that one, did he
Chase through
into the tree?
like a side arb thumber, yeah, into the tree.
Yeah. It looked like it went into the ground, but maybe not. This is me grabbing the disc, but then realizing that I didn't want to throw that disc. This is my MD3, just trying to get it high and have it stall out and land next to the basket.
And you got it up over, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it went pretty far left.
Yeah, it's hard to get this one high enough to get over that tree and then soft enough to not have it go left, so.
And this was me trying to get around that first tree. And I think I ended up right in. Did it end up in that middle tree? I can't tell.
I think you went right through it.
We'll see here in a second, because I'm pretty sure I would be first throw if it was in the tree. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, in the tree, but it came out, so it wasn't too terrible. And, oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one hit the basket, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. I was about to be excited.
Mm-hmm.
You're all surprised.
Yeah, I've played this hole enough times not to run that putt because
Uh-huh.
That's downhill on the other side.
yeah,
He didn't,
Yep.
I just laid it up for par.
didn't even think about that one. Smart.
She put it real close, but I think it rolled, didn't it?
I think it did a little, yeah. But he's still within 20 feet, I think.
And I think this is where you can really see, maybe, in your hair, the wind.
Me trying to fake you out again?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, you hate to see it.
Oof.
I was still learning how to film during the day and, like, watching this.
Yikes.
You can barely see
Yeah,
the screen and
sailed
all
that one. It's funny kind of watching this and seeing me putting and then
Ooh.
Man, that was so wobbly too.
Chase was a good one. Yeah.
I think I commented on it being super wobbly, too.
Yeah. But yeah, in all of these shots, I'm gonna be doing just like a normal, like staggered stance when I'm putting. But I actually switched. I'm doing a straddle putt now, and it feels so much better.
You're also holding your putter differently, so that could have been
Mm-hmm.
why some of your putts were off. Cause you,
Yeah. Yeah, but I was trying to change my grip, which which isn't a good idea in the middle of a round. I should have been practicing with it more, but
That's alright.
yeah, these last couple of days I've been kind of getting in the groove, I think. So I'm excited for the next round to see it actually come into play.
I think I might practice tomorrow, actually.
A lot tougher than you think.
I don't have to work.
What hole we on, boys?
It's going to be cold, though, so we'll
Lucky.
see.
Yeah.
I think this was like a big flex shot for me.
This
Yeah.
one...
This next one's pretty open. There's just like 2 trees down there next to the basket,
Yeah, but it's pretty far.
but it's pretty wide open.
Where'd it go? I lost it.
I think this one's the
No,
farthest
no,
hole we've
is it?
played so far.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think you got right up
Yeah,
there by
right
that
below
tree.
that tree next to it.
Yeah.
Again, it's daytime. I can barely see the screen, so I'm just trying to follow these discs as best as possible.
Right
that
there.
one Mine took a while to turn over, but
It's like I
he
barely
got,
see the screen.
he got
I'm
up
just
there a ways.
thinking I'm following this proper. I'm watching it with my.
This one I'm just trying to throw it out wide and let it come back.
That's your MD5, right?
FD3.
I was close.
Nope, that one
Not
got real
really.
wide out there.
That was a really good spot.
And landed about where Jordyn's did.
Yep.
I'd say out of all of us, Joseph definitely has the furthest drive when he really is throwing hard. I think if I could get the crosswalk down or the X step down and all that, I might be able to pedestrian crosswalk down. Then maybe I could throw as far as Joseph.
Oh, you hate to see it.
She was catching a branch.
You hate to see it. I don't know what we're saying. We can't currently hear much of anything. We'll figure out the listening capability later, and that's Joseph zooming in on my butt.
Getting the angles.
Yep.
Checking out the stance.
Nice layout.
Mm-hmm. Something tells me he wasn't laying up there, though.
I probably wouldn't. I was probably going for it, if we're being honest.
I barely caught that.
It's always the worst when you go to do a putt and then somebody's like, oh, nice layup. And you're like, oh, thanks. I actually wasn't trying to.
This is my best Colin Kaepernick impression here.
And you goofed it, man. You goofed it.
Let's see what you do there.
That's alright. I don't. Is that a disc golfer?
I took a knee.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's a football.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Sports.
It's one of those sports guys.
I'm all about sports ball, boys.
This one, oh, I'm putting with the bag on the back. Risky move.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been surprised if I missed that.
But I think you were pretty sad after bouncing it off the basket.
Yeah.
And as we can see, Chase just clowning.
This isn't official.
I think I said we won't count that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that may have been my first par of the day.
This is the longest hole on the course.
Yeah, it's pretty out there.
Yeah, this what is it, like 330?
You got probably what
340 maybe?
Yeah.
It's all wide open, which you think would be like the easiest thing ever, but
then you do this.
it makes it difficult to have something to aim at, really. You just gotta kind of chuck it out there. And
Joe overthrew the basket by about 30 feet, which is normal.
yeah.
No.
So
Yeah, my strategy is always just throw it as hard as you can.
Chase with a forehand again, as
Yep.
usual.
And that one got really far left, but it came back.
And
And I
he
think
parked.
you and him are, the majority of the way there.
Yeah, just a short
Him and
little-
I had like a 15, 20-foot putt at most.
And I got.
And
just
this was
out
a rip,
wide.
yeah.
I ripped it hard.
Oh, yeah. Tracking.
And way higher than.
Yeah.
I did park it, didn't I?
Yeah, that was impressive.
That was
And we're all playing from the short tees. We've played from long tees before, me and Jordyn, but usually whenever we have because Chase and Thomas and the people who haven't been playing as long, we usually just play from the short tees because it makes it a little bit more fun and not have to worry about
Trying super
yeah.
hard.
But yeah, maybe one of these days we'll get out there and play from the long tees and switch it up.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind doing it. I wouldn't be very good at it probably, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the shots out here that from the long tees, even just that extra 30, 40 feet just makes a lot different because of the shape of the shot.
Mm-hmm. Like we said in the beginning, this is the this is the back nine. We started because some of the people were starting the front nine, and we didn't want to be clashing with them too much. But the front nine has a lot more trees. It's a lot less open in most of the shots.
Yeah.
Ooh, was that a birdie for you?
No, that was a par.
Oh.
I forgot that I had a longer up shot than.
Oof. And there's the putting woes again.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, that's pretty much.
Got to put some practice in. Oh, I love Chase.
Oh my gosh.
Chase makes every round better.
Joseph just makes everybody nauseous.
Wow, thanks.
I don't mean in a bad way.
I tried to get around the tree and failed.
Threw it into the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one thing in the way, but you got to kind of commit to either going underneath it on the right or going nice and wide around the left and try to flex it. I'm trying to go for the low underneath route. And I do a pretty good job of it, but it's going to be a little short.
Right. With that wind, you saw it go up and down a little bit.
Yeah. Chase, classic forehand. He makes it up and around the tree, but he's still a decent amount short.
Yep.
Boy, it sure is windy out here.
And I went forehand, didn't I?
Yeah.
I usually go backhand.
I'm actually pretty impressed with your forehand lately. It's getting pretty good.
Yeah, last round it was pretty solid. I had it dialed in pretty well. But this one.
You got around the tree, didn't you?
No, I think
Or you clipped it back into it.
I think I went back in front of it before it went around. And so I have binoculars in my bag because my aunt got me some for Christmas, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to use these for. And then Joseph and I were out one day. We couldn't figure out which pins we were throwing to because they were so far away. And I was like, binoculars would be a good idea on this one.
I freaking hope I did. Good lord.
So you just threw it up, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that was.
Nice little leg kick there.
Yeah, like I said, like we said, it's still pretty ways up there. We're all just trying to get close. I don't think any of us were going for it at that point.
This is my shot for par here.
Yeah.
Just laid it up.
And you get that roll.
This is my birdie look.
Danced around it close.
Just a little outright on that one.
That's close.
When you're dialed in though, I feel like that's a putt that you make about 50% of the time. I would say, and that's a putt that I miss very often, sadly.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time my misses from. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was a rough day right there.
I forgot about that. Hitting the pole and bouncing back out.
Yeah.
And I remember too, because I remember thinking, because we were recording this round, and I remember thinking, like, man, I'm mad right now. But I had to try to contain myself because I knew we were on camera. But yeah, that one was frustrating.
This is another one right around the tree. It's pretty much on the other side of the tree, isn't it?
Yeah, it's within like 20, 25 feet behind the tree. So you got to kind of throw a big spike hyzer or kind of try to go under those branches.
Now, okay, so for people like me that don't remember what spike hyzer and stuff means, what's that? Like hyzer, obviously, for anybody that is watching is going to know what hyzer and anhyzer is, but what's a spike hyzer?
So spike hyzer is basically just when you're wanting to get it up high and wide and have it come crashing down. And
Okay.
Basically, you're just wanting to.
Like spike.
That's not a spike hyzer, which normally I would throw one. I think it was because it was windy that day why I didn't. But usually I just try to throw it up really high, right, and just have it kind of try to almost stick the disc into the ground and not give it a chance to skip. To
Gotcha.
kind of almost have it hit at 90 degrees right into the ground.
Gotcha. So sort of like that, but maybe higher.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
definitely would have needed to be higher because I was way too far out right.
Yeah.
This was a bit of a distance, but I'll put it right up there. And
were you thinking about going for that one, or was that just a misrelease?
don't really remember.
Yeah.
I've slept a time or two since then, but I know that I was probably trying to get it closer than that.
Yeah.
Guarantee that.
Here we are. I think me and Chase trying to go at the same time. Here.
That's right. You count down from 14, I think.
Yeah, it was 14. And it's very anticlimactic.
Spoilers, dang.
That was so anticlimactic, boys.
Man. Yep, but hey,
Hold on, let's get this.
gotta
We're
have
probably
fun.
gonna miss this. We're gonna want to get this on my camera.
Calling me out, man. It's like, oh, I'm pretty sure you're gonna miss this. And you know, sometimes I would. Sometimes I would. But I didn't.
I literally wasn't.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know. And you still missed it.
Yeah, so
You touched the basket.
right now I'm pretty sure Jordan's leading. He just kind of came out there and was just playing nice, safe pars. And sometimes with our friend group, that's all you need. Just
That was a shank.
get the pars.
Yeah, but actually we were all closer because I thought the basket was further than it is. We were all actually closer than I realized.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's all uphill, but I would say it's probably only 250, 270, somewhere in that range.
And with the forehand coming around them trees.
It's just a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be alright. And this is the final hole of the course, but this is our hole 9.
Lately,
So
we've been playing in the winter.
this will be the last hole of the video.
And predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit that branch and it just
Yeah.
dropped.
That robbed him.
And it was barely there too. Oh. And Joseph with his amazing tracking skills.
Yeah, it's
Watching my
going
disc
way
just go
far.
way out.
Yeah, he turned that thing over and it went and it was gone. Keeps going, keeps going. It's hard to see, but it is just, man.
One of the most
It
impressive
basically did a
throws.
180 and he's just gone. He's on the other course now.
There it finally landed right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely up
For real though, like I did really far to the left from what I was intending, but then I realized that once we got up there, calling you out for you.
keeps going. For like 5 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty good disc. Holy cow.
But I ended up a lot closer than I thought I was. And Joseph checking the lens, making sure it's clean.
Yeah. Don't want to get dirt on there.
Uh-huh. If this was sanctioned, that wouldn't be allowed. But that's okay.
And he just cranked it out there way too hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or the wind got it, one of the two. But I looked up there and I was like, oh, I'm a lot closer than I thought I was. That. Good grief.
Cinematics, baby.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta get all the angles, man.
Oh, sorry.
This is
That's
either
what I
going to get
said,
us
too.
like all the views or
No,
No, no.
everyone's going to
views.
shut them off. Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, these guys. I promise. We didn't do that on the last one we filmed.
Joe Mez, hire me.
And
down a
put
little
up a little too
Uh,
far.
Man, that distance for me, I can't figure it out.
This, yeah.
We've been going out of order so far. What's the matter?
You know, for Paul Macbeth, that would have been a pretty easy putt.
Probably, yeah.
You can tell it's so unnatural for Chase to throw a
Oh no!
disc knock. And this, yep, we clowned hard on this one.
I really tried to give him the assist on that one, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
That's
Yeah,
alright.
this is my putt to make me even through the front
No, I
nine.
Did I?
didn't know who was doing it.
Get it? Oh, no, I missed
And
it.
it is the worst putt I ever had in my career. So.
Yeah, well, if you were hit, oh!
Incoming.
If you were aiming for me like Chase was.
Yeah, it completely slipped out of my hand before I let go of it. So
Chase forgot what the basket was for a minute.
I didn't even know what was happening.
Good thing I had a one of the things around the camera, keep it from hitting the actual lens. But we just decided to let him, you know, try again since there was interference on those 2
Oh
holes.
my
You just
gosh.
see, you proved you could do it.
Same thing I did right there.
You proved you could do it.
Just throw it. Stop thinking. Just throw it into the basket.
There you go. There you go.
I have this fear of going past the basket, but it never really happens because I always just like, oh, don't throw it too far, so I don't throw it hard enough.
Right. I mean, I think that's what
80% of my misses are just too low.
And cinematic views. Luckily, you got it.
I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
What we got so far there, Jordyn?
And
What was
here
that,
are the
Chase?
scores.
What was your score?
2, 3, 4.
4.
4 or 5?
We're counting at 4, I think.
Okay. So through 9, it is me plus 1, Chase plus 3, Joe's plus 4, and Thomas is plus 6.
All right, well, that's the episode. We're going to play the second half here in the next video. And closing remarks.
Yeah, get out there and play some disc golf. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Growing the sport.
Hope you enjoy. We're just a bunch of goofballs having fun. So,
But until then, we'll see you next time.
peace.